Hi, my name is BeautifulKarmaQueen and welcome to my channel. My channel is geared towards new Filipino nurse immigrants who just arrived in the United States of America and who are just transitioning to their new lives and new careers. By the way, if you notice that I'm glancing from side to side, it's because I'm glancing at the mirror, the viewfinder, and of course the camera lens. Today I'll be answering 5 introductory questions, and you'll notice that some of these questions are patterned after the YouTube channel plan by Channel Notes. It's the same plan that I used as a guide in creating this channel. So if you want a copy of that plan, I've linked it down below. You can click on it and download it from there. Now on to the 5 questions. The 5 introductory questions are written on 3 sheets of paper and bullet points along with my answers. I do apologize ahead in case you catch me glancing at them from time to time. Without further ado, here's question number 1. Why is BeautifulKarmaQueen starting a YouTube channel in 2017? Before I answer that question, here's a quick background of me, my loves. I'm a Filipino nurse who migrated to the United States of America last November 2016 for an amazing job opportunity. While I do have family in the US, they're not in the same state where I live or where I work. Migrating and starting over is no mean feat. When I got here, I had so many questions, such as where to buy winter clothes on a budget, where to buy the cheapest groceries, what is the best secured credit card that a Filipino nurse should get within the first 6 months of stay, as well as other things. And I discovered that the answers to these questions are not always as accessible or as convenient or as applicable to new Filipino nurse immigrants who may or may not be in the same situation as I am. So I took to the internet to find answers. While I did find answers, I also discovered that not a lot of blogs or YouTube videos cater to new Filipino nurse immigrants. A lot of them, put out videos, articles on the technical aspect of migration or immigration or the legal aspect of things. But not a lot of them provide answers to simple things such as rental beds, rent, deposit, advance, where to buy the cheapest groceries, how to coupon in these supermarkets, or where to buy winter clothes on a budget, things like that that actually help make transition to the US a lot easier. Everything I've learned, everything that I'll be sharing in these videos come from 5 places: my research, my experience, my family, my friends, and the Filipinos and as well as American natives that I've encountered who helped make my transition so much easier. Not everyone is as lucky as I am. A lot of Filipino nurse immigrants that I've encountered have told me stories, and some of them, told me how hard it was, and it was a huge struggle. A part of that huge struggle is because they didn't have that one-stop shop resource for all answers to their basic questions. And that fueled my motivation for this YouTube channel. The main reason that I created this is because I wanted to reach out to new Filipino nurse immigrants and hopefully help make their transition easier by providing videos that have answers to their basic questions. Also, while I won't always focus on the new Filipino nurse immigrant population, a lot of the videos that I'll be putting out are videos that they can relate to, such as money saving tips, budgeting tips, meal prep solutions meal prep suggestions for day shift, night shift, as well as buying secondhand furniture, going to thrift stores, learning how to coupon, as well as how to budget and what amount of money to bring to the US if you're just coming from the Philippines, and things to do upon arrival here in the US. So I'll also be throwing a couple of rants, a couple of tutorial videos, a couple of travel videos and reviews, and anything that strikes my fancy. The second reason I'm creating this YouTube channel is because I needed a creative outlet so bad. Nursing can be a very stressful job, especially if you work, or especially when you work where I work. Where I'm from, I'm able to indulge all of my hobbies: singing, acting, dancing, script writing, makeup. I was a part of a Filmmakers and Screen Actors Guild, which paved the way for me getting a role in an indie film and an endorsement for a printing company. Here in the state where I live, there's not a lot of opportunities for that, and you'll find out where I am located in the next videos to come. So I figured, why not create my own opportunity via YouTube? It's win-win for me. 3 to 4 times a week I work as a nurse, and when I come home, I get to do things that make my soul sing. Back home, we had a bank whose tagline is, like BDO, we find ways. And like BDO, I find ways. Reason number 3 is because I want to give back to the Filipino nursing communities that actually helped me through this journey. And in doing so, I actually end up helping new Filipino nurse immigrants transition easier as they embark on the same journey that I've been. So that's it. Those are the 3 reasons why I'm creating this YouTube channel. Question number 2. What does your YouTube schedule look like? I'll be uploading videos once every 2 weeks and on my days off. I'm setting this as my main expectation because my days off vary from week to week. I'm a nurse. We don't have stable days off. We get our schedule based on staffing needs. Now, I have just started learning how to film and how to edit videos all by myself. So it takes me double or triple the amount of time that other YouTubers take to create and post content on YouTube. Now, uploading once every 2 weeks actually is a blessing in disguise, not just for me, but also for other people who plan to be YouTubers, because it helps prevent burnout. That is not to say that I will never upload videos once a week or more frequently. That will happen, eventually, just not in the very near future. Question number 3. Who or what inspired you to create your YouTube videos? Well, to be honest, while I was still in the Philippines, creating a YouTube video is something that I dismissed as a mere whim or a flight of fancy, partially because I find the process too time-consuming, tedious, complicated, and downright spendy. But then I got here, and I got to meet all these wonderful people, Filipino nurse immigrants, and I got to hear all their stories. I believe that their stories should be heard because the incoming Filipino nurse immigrants will definitely learn from a lot of them. So I figured, why not put everything I've learned into YouTube videos? I'll take it slow, step by step, give it a try and see if it's doable. I mean, it's not my first foray into social media. I do have other social media accounts, but there's something about YouTube that makes it an effective medium in sharing something to the world. And especially to people with ADHD, they like YouTube better compared to other forms of social media. Just saying. Anyway, I started by watching tutorials on how to make YouTube videos, tips when it comes to posting, what equipment to use, etc., etc. And I was able to use the things I've learned from channels such as Channel Notes, Beat the Bush, Think Media, and video influencers who all have inspired me greatly. There are other channels, but if I name all of them, they will never fit into this video that I'm trying to keep short as much as possible. I think I'm failing miserably. But anyway, yes, they all prove to me that YouTube is very doable. Question number 4. What tech stuff did you use to get started? Ooh, that's a tough one. I followed the advice of the most seasoned YouTubers not to buy expensive filming equipment. The reason being is that I need to get a hang of filming, editing, and uploading videos first. I definitely don't want to be stuck with some expensive film equipment collecting dust in my apartment just because I decided I don't want to do YouTube anymore. And you definitely don't want that to happen to you. So, any novice YouTuber will need the following things: a smartphone or camera, a mic, tripod, lights, a laptop or a MacBook, and a solid editing software. Like the one in Mac, I think that's iMovie, and the Windows Movie Maker for Windows or Microsoft. As for me, I already have the HTC U11. That's a smartphone that I have, and that's what I'm using to film this video right now. I also have an S140 IdeaPad from Lenovo, and it has the Windows Movie Maker, which is quite solid, by the way. I also have a Canon Ixus 160 digital camera and a Polaroid tripod, which I use whenever I'm traveling. I also have 2 5-branch floor lamps that's providing my lighting. Outside, it's nighttime and it's dark, but it does not look dark, in my room where I'm filming right now because of these 2 5-branch floor lamps. Now, audio, however, is still an issue for me while I'm filming. Even though HTC 11 has good audio, my voice still tends to sound echoey. So I went through a couple of YouTube tutorials and I decided to go with Think Media's suggestion, which is using the Boya by M1 lapel. This is a Boya by M1 lapel, and this is what I'm using right now. Also, I bought the Gorilla Super Legs tripod, which was suggested by Tech Connect, because it's very flexible, especially when you're using it by your laptop or you're filming by your dining table, as well as you're filming in not so friendly positions. That'll be very useful. And I also got the Leshp tripod set. Yes, it is pronounced as Leshp, L-E-S-H-P. It has a tripod, a monopod, and a clicker. It is similar to the Manfrotto tripod set, but it's a lot less expensive. You see, when you're just starting out on YouTube, you don't really need a lot of expensive equipment. You need to work with what you have, and you should keep your expenses as low budget as possible. If you can keep it down to 0, then more power to you. Question number 5. What will your YouTube style be like? I'm thinking simplistic and minimalistic, but a little bit sassy, humorous, and definitely a lot smart. Kind of like Beat the Bush and Ask Subby. That's it, folks. These are the 5 introductory questions. Again, this is BeautifulKarmaQueen, and thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye!